morning, everybody. This girl 007 coming live and direct from my kitchen. Long time no talk to. How you guys been? I've been good. Being a mommy. That's what I do. So anyway, I have a lot of videos to make today just to catch up because it'll probably be a month before I get back on here. So the first video I want to make is called The Law of Attraction. Okay? But this is a really, really good story. It's not really about the law of attraction. If you don't know what it is, I suggest you Google it. But I've always I'm one of them type people that I basically kind of go with the flow of life. I don't really ask too much, but the big stuff I ask for. You know how some people only pray for the big stuff, but they don't pray for the little stuff. That's kind of how I am with the law of attraction. I don't use it that often. I don't use it for everything because it does require a certain amount of concentration and energy that, just by me having things to do, kids and everything, I'm kind of scatterbrained and, to hold those thoughts. Brief overview. Focusing on something to get what you want, and the more you focus on it, the more you attract it into your life. The more same difference with Christians speaking something into existence, or claiming something, or having faith that your prayers are going to be answered. It's all kind of interchangeable. And I actually utilize every single thing I've ever learned when it comes to faith and claiming and calling into existence and using the law of attraction. Okay, so I have this thing. It always happens with my jobs. I have this thing with the law of attraction, which, people have found amazing, that there's very rare times that I've ever looked for a job in my life, because it's always been something that I put a lot of energy focusing on, and it always comes to me. So I'm always, and this is a fault of mine, I'm always impatient about letting the universe work and set everything up. I call it the domino effect. Stack the dominoes so they can fall down and tip it and everything falls into place. I only do it when it comes to a job because, I have to provide for my children. I don't even do it on purpose, but it's just something, being a mother, being a provider, that I will really hold my attention. I'll visualize. That's a technique. Visualize everything you want to do. Visualize it ahead of time. I most of the time do that on a day-to-day basis. When I wake up in the morning, I visualize everything I want to do that day. But so this time, I thought my mojo was broke. I was like, I know a lot of things is happening in the spirit world. It's crazy, topsy-turvy. So I'm like, man, okay, so back in August, my money got cut. I wasn't planning on going back to work until next summer, but I was going to try to ride it out. Around September, I realized I couldn't ride it out, and I was going to have to look for a job. So, first thing I do is start visualizing, blah, 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 blah. I go on the internet. There's this job that's hiring. I'm like, bam, I go up there, fill out an application. I'm feeling all good, confident. I'm going to get this job. I got the qualifications. It's a hard company to get into, and I've been in the company before, and I left because of some money situations. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this job. Go through the little pre-interview. They tell me something like, we'll call you when we start interviewing all the applicants, blah, blah, blah. So the next day, maybe a couple of days later, I called them back, checking on my status. They was like, oh, we're not finished reviewing the applicants. We'll call you when we start hiring or whatever. So I called my girl that I used to work for, a couple of years ago. She's my ace boom coon. Call her. She like, oh, they ain't going to hire you, because that's what I say too. So she was like, wait a minute. I might have a job for you. So she calls her peoples. Calls me back. She like, man, they just filled this job. Because I'm a wound care nurse. That's what I do for a living. To all my new subscribers, I'm a bandage nurse. Okay, it's very disgusting. I do the take care of bed sores and surgical wounds and, you know, anything that's open, basically. I messes with it. I'm very good at it. I've been doing it for 12 years. I just came to the conclusion that it's my passion and I'm probably going to do it for the rest of my life. I think I was fighting against it because I wanted to do something different, but I love it. How many people could do things they love? So the job I wanted was bandage nurse, wound nurse. The job she was trying to get me was wound nurse. They filled it. She called me back. She said they filled it 2 weeks ago. I said, oh, don't worry about it. You know, oh well. Because like I said, I'm visualizing. I'm trusting the universe to get me what I need. And, you know, if it's not in the universe's plan, I trust God like that. You know, when I say the universe, I mean God. It's interchangeable. Trust God like that. I trust my higher path, my greater self, the road that I'm supposed to be going down. You know, I trust it. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool. So, what else happens? Okay, so I'm going back and forth on whether I should just stay home and try to ride this whole broke thing out, you know, because I was going to get to a point where it was only a couple of months and then I would have some money again. Okay, so I'm going to ride it out. So, the chick calls me back. Okay? Now, y'all listen to the story because I'm trying to keep everything alive. The chick calls me back. Like 2 weeks later, they finna fire the person that they hired. They want to interview me. I go to the interview, right? It's with this Oriental lady. Really nice lady, but I didn't have a resume. I didn't have I didn't have any of my certificates, the classes I've taken in my field. You know, I'm just kind of fly by the seat of my pants showing up. But, you know, I'm passionate about what I do. You can see it when you talk to me. If you talk to me specifically about being a wound nurse, I love doing it, and it shows, you know, and people who love their jobs are more likely to work and stay and work hard. So the lady is very eager to hire me. So she starts telling me some stuff about the position, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do that. It's working with psych patients. What are you doing? No, go back upstairs. You ate breakfast. Girl, please, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. You ate breakfast. I don't understand the issue. Anyway. So, she like telling me stuff about the job. They in trouble with the state. They a psych facility. I hate psych in a long-term care setting. I like psych. I mean, hell, my wife is crazy. But no, I hate psych patients. Hate. Can't do it. Makes my nerves bad. Can't do it. So I'm like, this don't sound like it's something that needs to be for me. But you know, I went home and I meditated about it because it's a management position. Then it's a bunch of overtime. I'm going to have to be away from my kids every day. I'm like, I don't know about this. I meditate about it for about a day. Freak out. You know, I need a job. How am I not considering taking a job? But, you know, it's kind of like you have to line your spirit up with what's going on around you. Because if you just jump at the first thing saying, oh, the universe brought this for me, it must be for me. I learned that lesson a long time ago. You know, you got to get quiet and listen to what your inner self is saying. So that's what I did. Inner self told me don't take that job. Later on, I found out they're going to pay me $3 more an hour than what I was making when I was working. I was like, ah. But I trust the universe. The next day, maybe around the same time that I'm doing this interview, my job that I left called me. My job that I left called me because I'm still employed there. Told me they had a full-time nurse position open up. So I jump on it. You know, call the guy. He tell me come up there the next day. This was like a Thursday I did the interview. A Friday I came up to my old job. As soon as I get there, he tell me he done gave the job to somebody else already. He promised it to somebody else. Come to find out this is somebody he knew already, but it's cool. I said, the universe must just want me to stay at home because I wasn't getting this emotion, this motivation to continue to look for a job. So I come home, I redo my budget, talk to my wife. She says, look, we can just give up the plans for the big fancy wedding, which she was salty about, but we need the money. Okay, fine. That's what we decided to do. I'm going to stay at home, and I give up the plans for the big fancy wedding. So I go in, I talk to the guy. But check this out. I talk to the guy. And when I talk to the guy, he finds out I'm a wound nurse. People love wound nurses because I know, like, the difference between a nurse and a wound nurse is nurses don't mess with wounds. They don't know nothing about wounds. Wounds is a very specialty field where once you get in it, if you got experience in it and you have knowledge in it, you can cash your own ticket, baby. You can go wherever you want to go. Which is why I was tripping because I'm like, usually I get a job so easily. So while I'm talking to the guy, he finds out I'm a wound nurse. So he gets all excited. He's like, how long you been doing wounds? I'm like, 12 years. He's like, oh, hold on, I might have something for you. Just hold on, I'm going to call you Tuesday. I say, cool, I go home that weekend. I ain't going to worry about it because if the universe, I attracted a job to me. And if the universe wants me to work, the universe is going to line the situation up where the opportunity, the door is opening. See, this is what you call faith. When you have faith in God, you don't worry anymore. It's over with. You took it to God. I heard a sermon a long time ago about putting stuff on the altar. Church people put it on the altar. Said as soon as you put it on the altar, when you start worrying about it, you take it back off the altar. You don't give the universe, Jesus, God, whatever you want to say, a chance to do it for you when you take it off the altar and you do it yourself. Some things, faith without works is dead. The works is I'm going to see about the job. That's my end. The universe's end is opening up the doors of opportunity for me. It works together because, like I said, we are co-creators with the eternal spirit of God. We are co-creators. So I'm doing my creative part. I'm trying to, put myself in a position to receive it. And the other part comes from outside of me. That's why God is inside and without and outside. That's why you be thankful for the God inside of you and thankful for the God outside of you. Okay? Because the part outside of me, even though it's coming from my visualization, it's, it's happening in the atmosphere. So anyway, so the guy tells me, he say, just hold on, I'm going to call you Tuesday. So Tuesday come. Now Monday, I was supposed to go on an interview for the job, the psych job. I didn't even go. I wasn't going to take that job. Just everything in my spirit was telling me, do not take this job. Do not. Just because you own some geeking up money type stuff. And the chick who was offering me the job and my friend, they real cool. So my friend was kind of disappointed that I didn't take the job. But she's like, oh, it wasn't going to be so bad. I don't care. I'm glad I didn't take it. I didn't want to take it. I couldn't do wounds like that because since it was a psych facility, it wasn't a lot. That's my thing. I don't want to be over everybody. I just want to be over my little wound department and do what I do. Okay? So I'm like, I ain't taking that job. I ain't taking that job. So Monday, I turned down the job. Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. I have no idea what's going to happen Tuesday. I turned down the job Monday. Tuesday, the guy calls me and he says, oh, I'm sorry, the treatment nurse job, that's what they call it, wound nurse, treatment nurse. Treatment nurse job is not going to work out. I don't have anything for you. Then he offers me, I said, what about the part-time position? Because he had a part-time evening shift. He says, okay, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every other weekend. I can't take that. That's the same exact schedule my wife works. I need Tuesday, Thursday, and her opposite weekend in order for us to, just keep the girls at the house. So I'm like, shoot, that ain't going to work out. Okay, fine. It must not be meant. I think that's my wife coming. Baby, that shit? Hey. Give me a kiss.
What time is it?
9:20. I'm doing a video.
Oh.
Yeah, the time went back on you. Now you're up all early. Anyway, so that Tuesday, he calls me. He tells me, job ain't going to work out. I'm sorry. Offers me that part-time, which was her hours. I couldn't take it. So I just say, forget it. I'm going to just stay home. You know, obviously, whatever the universe is working on, whatever the universe wants me to do, I'm not going to worry about it because I always am able to take care of my children. And that is something that I have. This is the reason why I'm not an atheist, because it's been entirely not my doing. No matter how low money gets, they can eat. They have clothes. They have Pampers. No matter how high money gets, the car don't never break down until we get extra money. It always happens like that. Right when we get some extra money, the car breaks down. I mean, I look at the positive side of the situation. At least the car didn't break down when we didn't have no way to pay for it. The car always breaks down when we have some extra money. Always. And I know that is not my doing. I'm not creating that reality. That is something that's happening to me. So I see the blessings in my life. I see the fact that my life is my steps is ordered. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, it's nothing, because I'm really not having the time to go look for a job like I wanted to. So maybe I just need to stay home. You know, me and my wife was mourning over the wedding, but we planning another small one. You know, we planning a smaller one. Okay, fine, cool. That's what we can do. We gonna still do what we gotta do and do what we gotta do. So that happened Tuesday. So that Friday, maybe that Thursday, I have this dream that the guy who I went to meet at my job, at the job I was employed at, calls me. And I'm driving in the car with my wife and my kids. And he calls me and he offers me the wound nurse job. And it was so funny. He says, like in the dream he was a little loopy. And he was kind of really a space cadet. And he says that he need me to work because the other lady is a Pisces. And you know how Pisces are. I'm like, what? Okay. I need a job. So in the dream that happens. So I wake up, I'm talking to a Starry for Life that whole weekend. We talking about the law of attraction and how this dream, look at that breeze. So we talking about how this dream could be significant in the law of attraction and what's going on in my life. Because I never have premonition dreams, never. But for some reason, I felt like this was a premonition dream. And I couldn't shake it. I was like, I feel like this dude is going to call me. So, you know, I was telling her, like, I feel like, you know, I did everything. I visualized. I had positivity. I did everything on my end on what the law of attraction is supposed to bring. So, you know, is my mojo broke? It never takes this long. She was telling me, you know, you're so impatient. I don't know why you worry so much. And you know it works. It works every single time for you. Why are you so impatient? Because I ain't got no money. I got 6 kids. You can't. This is the human part of me. This is the spirit in the flesh battling itself out. You know, the spirit is strong, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is like, nigga, we need some money. We need some money. We got pampers. We got kids to take care of. And I mean, it was crazy because, like, right when I'm getting down to the last of my money, my auntie just popped up on my doorstep with a whole case of Pampers. Stuff like that was happening. I mean, I be knowing that my stuff is, like, truly and truly touched. It's touched. And I don't know what reason it's touched, even if it ain't touched, no other reason than for me to share with other people how touched it is, just so they can have faith. I don't know. But it's touched. I've always known it. I've always known I've been, you know, God didn't always had a hold on me. I put it to you like that. So, the whole weekend I'm talking, and I'm like, my mojo ain't working. I mean, but I had this dream. And I'm thinking about the dream, and I'm like, he called me in the dream. So that Monday was my birthday. I know I ain't talked to you guys in a long time. My birthday was October 24th. I made 35 years old. I'm officially old. I know. But that Monday was my birthday. So me and my wife going out. I'm just going to enjoy my birthday. So let me show you how the universe works. My friend who worked at my job, she calls me. I'm thinking she calling me to wish me a happy birthday. So she calls me twice from the job. And the second time I see the phone ringing, I answer. I'm thinking it's my friend. It's the guy. He says, you know, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Kid commercial. Hey, why is that baby crying like that? Go, boy. Poppy. Kasha crying? Ain't nobody answering the phone. Poppy! The number you have reached. What's wrong with Kasha? Do she need a she probably sleepy. Do she need a pacifier? You can hold it if you want to, because she probably sleepy. Okay? Yeah, because my 5-year-old woke us up early this morning, whining and throwing temper tantrums. I beat her ass this morning. I woke the babies up before it was time for them to get up here. She probably sleepy. It's only like 9 in the morning. She usually don't wake up till 9. She's been up for over an hour. And they be upstairs in the playpen. Anyway, back to the story. So he calls me, and he's like, can you, come in Thursday? Well, he was like, can you, we want to offer you this position. So I know he done went to his boss, who I know, everybody else. I don't know him, and I don't know my immediate boss. I don't know neither one of them, because they came after I left. But he want to offer me this position. So I'm like, yeah, So he like, I'll call you back. So I get off the phone. I trip out first, because he wants to offer me a wound nurse position. So I hang up the phone. I say, can I talk it over with my family and my wife, and I'm going to call you back. Hang up the phone. I'm looking at her like, baby, they just offered me the job. It's tripping me out. This is what my dream came true. So she like, take it. Now, my wife operates in the spirit unconsciously. But when she is like 100% sure about something, I listen to her. Because she don't even know why she's saying it. Like one time we had this situation where she was supposed to pay a bill, and the money was real tight, and I kept telling her to pay the bill, and she kept telling me something, told her not to, and then we were going to CETA to get the light bill paid. For y'all people who don't know what CETA is, it's the energy assistance people. We was going to CETA to get the light bill paid, and right before we got to CETA, we went to CETA that Monday, Friday, they sent me a disconnection notice, and I had to pay it with that extra money. It's tripping out. So anyway, so my wife looks at me, she's like, take it. You need to get out the house. You've been here 10 months. You're not a home person. You're not a stay-at-home mama. That ain't even in your nature. Which she's right. She was like, you getting, the walls is closing in on you. You just take it. We need the extra money. See, the problem with, I know y'all wondering, why would I hesitate taking it? Because for me to work 80 hours pay period, I'm only going to get $75 more than what I would get staying at home. So I'm only getting $150 extra a month working every day, which ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to factor in groceries, you got to factor in babysitting. I pay $800 a month for babysitting. But I needed that $150. At the end, I decided to take it because it's more money. I need more money. I got 6 kids. So anyway, so I call him back. He's like, okay, so I'm talking to his boss. His boss's boss at this point. She get on the phone, I know her. So she like, oh, you gonna do it? I'm like, yeah. She like, I need to come in and talk to you. So they call me back. They tell me come in Thursday. The next day is Tuesday. It's my little sister's birthday the next day. We finna go to the dentist's office. They call me. My immediate supervisor, who I've never even laid eyes on because she wasn't there. She calls me like, can you start work tomorrow? I'm like, what? You see how the universe put, oh, bam, bam, bam. She like, can you start work tomorrow? I'm like, I don't even know because I ain't got nothing set up with the daycare. I ain't got like everything I need to with the babies, but I'm out in the streets. I'm like, I can go get what I need with the babies and go to work. And I got to finagling some shit, calling a daycare. Can I come over there today and fill out the papers today? And I'm going to bring you some money today. And woo. And got to, packing up everything I need. I need wet wipes, and I'm all in Walmart. I need this. I need extra pacifiers. I need this and that and that. I need snacks for the babies. But I did it. I've been back at work since, what's that, the 26th? The 26th of October. Yes, Lord. So, my point to the whole story is how the law of attraction, it does work. I'm not going to even lie. It does work. You just take the thought and you hold on to it and you focus on it and you wake up in the morning with it. You go to bed at night with it. It does work. You don't doubt. You don't, you know, if something isn't working out, you trust. You trust regardless. You don't cancel out your blessing saying, I ain't going to get this job. Bam. You just spoke it into existence. You ain't going to get it. You canceled it. One good thing on YouTube is Abraham Hicks. For those of you who know Abraham Hicks, if you don't, put in the search engine. Look up Abraham Hicks on Law of Attraction. Really good stuff. So I'm out, y'all. Thanks for listening. And I'll holler at you.